know who needs to hear this, but stop listening to them people that be like, it don't take all that. Because 9 times out of 10, those are people who are led by their flesh, not the Holy Spirit. Those are people who are carnal and lukewarm. And Satan is using them against you, period. When you come into Christ and you make up your mind that you are going to have an uncompromising walk with Christ, there are going to be things that he has you let go and discontinues. And so you're going through a refining process. And so those things may not necessarily be sin. However, those things that he's having you discontinue and let go are likely things that are not conducive to your walk with Christ. And they're not things that are going to cause you to be closer to God. They're things that are going to pull you away from God. For example, 2 things that I discontinued were I stopped listening to secular music. Why did I stop listening to secular music? Because I was listening to artists like Beyonce and SZA and Drake and Summer Walker, and those artists make music all about carnality. And so when I would listen to that music, when I was trying to live my life for God, I found myself in a place of missing my old life and feeling like I'm missing out. And so it just wasn't healthy for me. It wasn't like leading me closer to God. So I had to use my common sense, and I like to call it spiritual common sense, to just be done with it. Another thing I stopped doing was I stopped going to the club. At first, I thought I could, go have a good time sometimes with friends for like their birthdays and stuff like that. But when I would do stuff like that, again, it would make me feel left out, because in those environments, what are people doing? They're hooking up, they're drinking, they're getting drunk, and those are things that are not leading me closer to Christ. And so my heart is really to please God, not to please man. And so I remember just when I was making these adjustments and I was still trying to hold on to some of those friends from the world, I was getting mocked, and literally they were laughing at me like, girl, bye. Like it couldn't be me. I'm gonna have me a little fun. I'm gonna have me a sneaky link or two, and couldn't be me. And I remember when those comments were made to me, it made me feel like, dang, like, am I being religious? Am I doing too much? And then it made me feel like down on myself, because I was like, dang, like maybe I'm missing out, and I'm being too hard on myself. And the devil is a liar. Satan was using them against me, period. And so I had to cut those friends off, because 2 cannot walk together unless they agree. And so I had to make up my mind that I'm going to do whatever it takes to please God and to live a righteous life. And so people who don't understand that, and people who think it's a joke and take that lightly, I don't need those people around me, period. Those people that are telling you it doesn't take all that, I want you to respond to them like this. It takes all that